Hey, welcome back to the stream, everyone. How are we all doing? It's great to see you all. Thank you for joining me today. I am honoured, obviously, to greet you all for another day, give you another stream, and of course, let's look at the market together. Let me just get the volume up a little bit. There we go. I just need to plug my phone in, get it charging while we stream. How are we all? We'll obviously be covering Bitcoin price action, overall market price action, altcoin price action, whatever you guys want. You let me know. As always, you know the drill. And yeah, welcome back to another stream. Thanks for joining, everyone. Of course, make sure you get them likes in early. I can see we've got 11 people, so we should be up to 11 likes by now. I'm not going to check just yet. I have faith in you guys. 14 viewers now, so when I check in a couple minutes, I hope we're above 10 likes at least. Please make it happen. Nick, how we doing, mate? This Q4 will be epic. I think it's coiling up to be a very, very interesting one. Obviously, a lot of potential new coins coming, airdrops coming. Obviously, MetaMask confirmed their coin yesterday, so we'll cover that today as well. I hope so, Nick. I need it. Don't we all, mate? Don't we all? Yes, afternoon, Stonkers. Yes. Stonkers, how are we doing? John Brown, we going up today. It's pressing that level in it again. You can see that level we looked at yesterday, across here where we fell off from. It's pressing it again. I mean, we put a good, obviously we came down, didn't we? And swept obviously this low. So we swept yesterday. This was yesterday, wasn't it? I can't remember. But anyway, regardless, this hourly candle here obviously come out and basically just cleaned out all the lows. And obviously, yeah, we're pressing back resistance. So I'm optimistic. Brucey, how we doing, mate? How we doing? But yeah, I'm optimistic. Obviously, you can see we are pressing, you know, this region here on the 1 hour is pretty critical. You know, we keep popping over it, low time frame, maybe for a couple of 5-minute candles or something. But obviously, as it stands, struggling to keep over there. But, you know, great recovery after coming down, touching 111k yesterday. So let's see what we can do. I need to put my foot massager. Yeah. I feel like I need my foot massager on today, so let's get that on. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the spot. If you haven't got a foot massager, oh, you're missing out. But yeah, obviously pressing here. So again, you know, we covered it yesterday, and I think it's basically the same playbook in it. For me, anyway, it is. I think obviously we just need to reclaim this level, you know, break above there, and then we should be good for towards this region here, 115,200, 115,500-ish. Anywhere in this box is what I'll be looking at for a push above. But as you can see, on the last hourly candle, we did come up and reject off it again. So there is obviously some big resistance coming here. But with the rally and the strength after, you know, that we formed this big long tail 1 hour candle, hopefully today we should be able to get the strength to push through. But yeah, it's looking optimistic, isn't it? So far, it's looking optimistic. Let's see. What have we got going on? But yeah, Stonkers, I like that. Remain, I like that a lot. Stonkers. Get your stonks on. We've got 7 likes. Come on, let's drop the likes, guys. Come on, let's get the likes going. Come on, let's get the likes going. Yeah, let's get the likes going, guys. Come on now. Let's get that up. So I have dropped the KCEX link as well in the chat. If you missed it yesterday, I did put up a full video about KCEX. Obviously, you probably seen me cover it last week on the channel, but it is the second non-KYC exchange we are affiliated with at Stonksy. Full non-KYC. So I did put a great video, but there's another video coming up about trading on there as well. But if you did miss that, come and give this video a watch later. And, of course, sign up to KCEX if you haven't. Links pinned in the chat, or obviously you can find it in the description too. Hello, Dunder Funder, how we doing? Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, today could be the day. I mean, obviously, we was looking at it yesterday. We weren't quite there, was we? We kept rejecting, obviously, off this area. So we've come down, liquidated again. Hopefully, today's the day we can get back above. Bram, yeah, it's great to see some of you legends coming back. So this sign, is that one of... We'll go and have a look at sign. I think I've seen something about sign on X. I can't remember. Got 8 now. Don't be stingy with your likes. It doesn't cost you anything to give me a like, so don't be stingy with it. What do you mean no sound? I have got sound. What do you mean no sound? Is there no sound for anyone else? Short Video Guru saying no sound. Oh, it's back. Did it just go off for a minute? Did anyone else experience that issue, or let me know? Piggy said, what do you think about eGold? Any chance it might pump? We'll have a look at eGold. We haven't looked at it in a while. We'll have a look at it. I see you are repping an eGold NFT there, Piggy. I see that you're repping an eGold NFT. I can't remember what they're called, but I remember I had one of these back in 2021. Remind me of the name of them again. But yeah, I remember I had one of them back when eGold was kind of one of the competing chains, weren't it? Loud and clear, very good. If you haven't noticed, I have treated myself to it. It's not picking it up. I have treated myself to, you can't see it, can you? Starbucks today. A nice Starbucks. I've got a large latte. There we go. Elrond. An E-ape. Elrond ape. That's it, yeah. Elrond ape. That's it. Trigger my memory. That sends me back to like 20. No, not 2021. 2020. What year was it? 2022. I had an Elrond ape, yeah. 2022. I had an Elrond ape. We'll have a look at that. Yeah, we'll go and take a look at that. I'll look at Sign first because that was the first requested one, and then I will look at Elrond for you. E-Gold. What have we got here? James, how we doing, mate? Entertainment for a 6-hour drive. Oh, what are you? Where are you going on a 6-hour drive? Where are you going on a 6-hour drive? Anyway, let's have a look. Sign. Let's see. Is there any sign on where it could go? Oh, look at this thing. This thing had a mighty pump, didn't it? Mighty pump. 2x pump. 2x pump. What was the catalyst for this thing? What caused this mighty pump on Sign? Does anyone know? So it's a fairly new listing one, isn't it? Unless this, I assume this was listed on Binance on day one as well. Looking at that candle, but I mean, to be fair, but you know, it's listed, sold off slightly, just built a nice base on it, built a nice, you know, accumulation range here, anywhere down towards there, and then yeah, just popped off. So pretty good. I mean, the thing is with this, unless there is some more data elsewhere, let me just check MEXC, because obviously MEXC normally the first to list everything. So no, that is, yeah, so new listing. Typically, obviously, we don't have any price action to go off, do we? The only real thing we've got is this second day here. So as you can see, where have we filled in and where have we rejected from? And this is maybe a technique that you guys can take with you. Let me just get rid of this. So if you see, obviously it took a while, you know, big accumulation, isn't it, for many months. But look where we filled in. So we filled in the big wick left behind before the sell-off. And then look where obviously we filled in and rejected from. So something that you guys can take with you, whether it be trading it up and down, or maybe you're looking to short them or whatever. When new things have this structure, or you know, any kind of structure like this, when they come up and fill in some sort of like launch wick, or obviously early, you know, PA wick, typically you can obviously look to maybe short it down and that be the top. Exhibit A is obviously Pi. We go and look at Pi, and obviously this was one that we looked at on stream when Pi first launched. But as you can see, launch candle on day one created a massive upper wick. Obviously price came down, and then obviously very quickly started to go back up, and look exactly what happened. It just filled in the upper wick basically to a T. Filled in the upper wick right to the top, and then obviously has just died a death since. So apart from that, there's nothing really else to say. Obviously, currently, you know, it's had some sort of retrace again. It's rejected from it here. But if you go down to low time frame on the 1 hour, you can see here, basically all it needs to do is obviously break above here, and then it's into price discovery. Now where it may go is anyone's guess, in it. You know, it's anyone's guess, because there's no PA above that. So it could rip really hard, it could do 10%, 20%, whatever. But yeah, it's a nice catch for sure. Oh, look at Trust Wallet token again. There we go. So we looked at Trust Wallet token the other day, didn't we? And we've done exactly, obviously, what we was looking for it to do. I can't remember where we was when we looked at this, but yeah, came down, touched demand, and then bang, we fired off. So that is one in the bag from Trust Wallet. I didn't trade that myself, but yeah, there we go. E-Gold, right. So we'll look at E-Gold now. Can you take a look at Hype? Yeah, do Hype straight after E-Gold. January 2022 minted. Yeah, I remember them well. It was like middle of 2022 when I picked one up. Bitcoin has not been very entertaining, but let's hope we get something happening. That's all we need, innit? That's all we need. 3 a.m. What do you mean 3 a.m.? 3 a.m. what? Where are you, James? Where are you? So I'm guessing maybe you want to look at some high time frame stuff from where you said any chance it might pump. Well, we could look at high time frame and low time frame. Obviously low time frame, it looks very similar to Bitcoin, doesn't it? So we've just got obviously some hourly resistance coming in here, or wherever you want to draw it. Basically, let me just get rid of this. If we get above here, obviously with Bitcoin pumping up as well, you'd probably want to see Elrond trade all the way back up to 1440. So that's low time frame PA. Break above this 1 hour resistance, and then obviously trade back to the origin of the sell-off is what we'd be looking for. High time frame is probably a lot different. So let me check, because we haven't looked at Elrond in a good long while. So let me just get rid of that, and we'll have a look at high time frame. Problem with Elrond is, I think they really kind of fumbled the bag, haven't they, in terms of, kind of taking it crypto native, and really just getting people using Elrond, and it kind of being a really fun, usable chain like Solana, because the fundamentals are there for Elrond. It's fast, it's cheap, it's got all the right stuff going for it. What you can see is obviously we've got this downtrend on Elrond here, so that's first thing to note. We do have obviously daily demand in and around down here, so anywhere basically down towards $12 is daily demand, so we want to keep above that. Otherwise, probably come down into this region here, which is something I've had marked out for a good long while on Elrond there, that kind of zone. So hopefully for you it won't happen. But yeah, we do have daily demand down here, which is all good. If we break above, I think, obviously break above out of the descending trend line, and then you can start targeting horizontals then. So, probably up towards here, looks good. $17, then up towards the July high. And then from there, let me zoom out a bit more because I don't know what this line's for here. Right, so let me get rid of this. And then let me just pop in something like this. Yeah. So there we go. So there's your daily SR as well. Obviously, again, depending on how you want to draw it or whatever, but there's your daily SR for me. So from there then, obviously, you've got breakout of the trend line, target 1, target 2, obviously target 3. So if you draw it out, obviously up to here, from here up to there, from here up to there. And then obviously if you get above here, then that's where the fun starts, because of, we're then reclaiming, a pretty key SR level. Now, straight away, you could go and look at this, $25. And I would probably say that is, definitely reasonable to look for. But, obviously if the market's going to get frothy, we want to look for something exciting, don't we? So I think, from there then, you got up to $25 and then up towards 38. Now from there, I don't know, because obviously that's a 3x from here. So that is quite good gains. If you do want to go higher than that, then obviously you could look at any of these points here. And from there, I really don't know, because I don't know how much work they're doing at Elrond to actually try and, get people using it and stuff like that again, and actually give it some of its value back. But that's probably what I'd look like, if you want to pause it, screenshot it, whatever. But I think it probably just looks like level to level plan, depending on obviously low time frame trading, high time frame trading. If you're high time frame trading and you're not interested in doing level to level, obviously we've got daily demand down here, haven't we? And obviously this isn't financial advice, so I just want to note that. But what you could do here is you've got very good risk reward, to be fair. You've got daily demand here, and then obviously we've come into, roughly the same area there. Obviously if we start breaking below here, it's cooked. So you can give yourself, a decent stop of like, $10, $9, whatever you want. But then you could draw yourself out, maybe like if you're expecting Bitcoin to go to 150k, another leg up, altcoins to get frothy, you could draw yourself out a decent swing position here with good risk reward. If you look at that, that's a 6-hour trade. And the invalidation is clear, because obviously we'd just be breaking below daily demand. So you could tighten this up a bit if you wanted to. You could have it wider, however you want to do it. It's up to you. But if you're looking for maybe a swing position, moving into, perhaps you're like, right, I want to get into a position on Elrond from now until middle of November, end of November, whatever, then you could obviously do something like this, whatever, depending on obviously what type of R you're looking for. But, you know, that something like that, that's a 7R trade for risk reward there, you know, obviously for what you're risking against the reward. 186% pump. But, you know, if you're really bullish on Elrond, you could take it up to there, you could take it up higher, whatever. And suddenly, you know, if this comes off, this becomes a potential 10, 12R trade, whatever. Just depends, obviously, what traction Elrond's going to get in the market. Jalapeno, how we doing, my spicy friend? How we doing, spicy? Heading back. I don't know where you've been. You've still not said where you've been. Not that it's not come through anyway. Afternoon, Loki. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Hit that like, family. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get your stonks on. I like that. Get your stonks on. Are we bear or bull today? I'm fancying Bitcoin for a push back up towards 115k-ish. Yeah. For now, a little bull. Trade on hype / AVAX. Pretty good for now. AVAX has been one of the better trades, yeah. AVAX has been one of the better trades, and we actually planned it all out on stream, and I just never taken it. You know, yeah, really annoyed about not taking the trade on AVAX, but AVAX has done great for where we looked at it. Very strong in the market as well, you know, very, very strong. I'm still looking for, you know, higher on AVAX. You know, you can definitely look up towards any of these areas really on AVAX, especially if the market starts to trend. Let's have a look at hype anyway, because we was asked for hype, wasn't we? Where are you, hype here? Right, let me get rid of some of these. Right, so let me go down to the 4 hour. So obviously hype, we've dropped back below SR. So obviously let's mark out the highs. We dropped back below SR. So as you can see, we had resistance, breakthrough, slight retest. But as you can see, strong sell-off. And then we came back below, rejected, and sold off. So obviously we need to reclaim this SR. So the most important thing for hype at the moment is obviously to reclaim this area of, like, you know, 49 to 50 cents. And then obviously then start to push back up. The thing is, obviously, this was a fast and thin sell-off. So you would assume it should be pretty easy for hype to, you know, fill in and come and reverse this back to the upside. Obviously, to the downside, it's come into a pretty, like, neat little area. So it's come into a pretty neat little area. This looks good, yeah, for a bounce area. Obviously, if we go below there, then we're probably looking down towards $40. But obviously, key thing is to, you know, reclaim this SR on hype and then start looking obviously towards the highs. Then it's probably lost some market share to Asta, and maybe people obviously selling out of hype into Asta, but I don't think that will really matter. You know, there's plenty of room in the market to have 2 of these, to maybe even have 3. You know, how many blockchains do we have, you know, competing with each other? How many L1s do we have? You know, we've got loads, haven't we? Loads even over like $5-10 billion dollar market cap. So there's more than enough room to have hype and Asta in the ecosystem together, both rallying, you know, together. So I wouldn't really worry too much about it losing market share to Asta. But this thing looks like it's obviously just on a one-way ticket towards $3, $4, $5 potentially. But yeah, main thing for Bitcoin at the moment is obviously break above resistance here. You know, let's get above this level. Let's stay above this level, crucially. You know, we don't just want to pop over and drop back below like we have been. We want to see an hourly close over and obviously hold above. But yeah, let's get over and then let's start trending back to the upside for Bitcoin. Let me whack Stonksy back on. We are starting to do that though, obviously. Look at the oscillator. So the oscillator went pink. Went pink this morning. Again. But now, crucially, it started to turn up. As you can see, we didn't really get much trend on this, but as you can see now, it's starting to curl up. It's now gone from -1 to 0.86 negative. So we are starting to curl up, which will obviously show momentum build. If we look at the 4 hour, same thing, obviously having momentum building up, that's at minus 0.73. So the oscillator is starting to trend up, which obviously alludes to the fact that momentum is starting to turn. You know the drill. Oh, man, I'm sick of doing WorldCoin. Oh, shits and giggles. Can we not have a day off? Can we not have a day off from WorldCoin? I mean, I'll do it for you if you actually really want to see it. I'll do it, but I'm just sick of doing it. Sick of it. Asta very strong. I mean, yeah, they've basically just got a tight grip on the supply, haven't they? They've got a tight grip on the supply, and you know they can just send it to as high of a number as they want. Aero, please. Yeah, we'll have a look at Aero. Actually, we haven't looked at that in a while. Don't do WorldCoin. Hey, Halla, when do you want to come on the stream at some point, Halla? Everyone's saying no WorldCoin, right? No WorldCoin then. Yeah, do you want to come on the stream at some point, Halla? Let me just check something, and then we'll go straight and do Aero next. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a little look-see. Could we do Solana? Yeah, we'll do Aero, then we'll do Solana. Of course, mate. Anything for you? Well, yeah, let me know. Let me know. I mean, it's completely up to you. You know, whenever suits you, mate. Whenever suits you. You let me know when suits you, and then obviously, you know, you're welcome on whenever. Then, obviously, just let me know what works around best for you. You don't have to do the full stream either. If you want to just come on for half an hour, whatever. Yeah, do whatever. But yeah, it'd be great to have you on at some point soon. So just let me know. Let's have a look at Aero. We'll get Halla's gold technique as well. We'll get Halla's gold technique on stream, and he can woo all you guys. He can woo you all. But yeah, Stonksy caught the drop on Aero, obviously like everything else. Obviously low time frame. You don't need me to go through the low time frame, do you? Because it's obviously like very similar to just everything else. You know, most things have just caught some low time frame resistance, however you want to draw it. Oh, apologize about that. You know, you could obviously have reason to draw it like that, where you've got some low time frame SR there, where we reclaimed it as support and then dropped back below and then rejected. Or, you know, if you just want to go and draw it there, that's really fine. It doesn't really matter too much. But really, obviously, what we want to look at... Oh, I'm shivering here after that sneeze. It's really done a number on me. Look at this as well. Look at this old PA. Old TA, sorry, on Aero. Oh, would have been great to buy the bottom on that. I did actually, you know what? I was looking at buying some on this as well. Look at that. Stonksy gave the oversold signal right at the bottom there. If you're wondering what these purple dots are, oversold 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. Bing, bing, bong, and gave us the bullish confirmation there. Pew! There we go. Anyway. I digress. So, we do obviously have some decent support on Aero here. Obviously, if we was to lose that, then, you know, we're probably coming in for a pretty good retrace back down. So, you know, I'm obviously liking to the fact that it probably doesn't lose this and holds on to it. Obviously, very much tied to base as well. So, be ready. Obviously, if the base token comes, be ready to maybe see what happens to Aero. Biggest debts on base. So Stonksy's pulling in resistance up here. Basically, what we've got is obviously some form of trading range between support, resistance. Again, wherever you want to draw it is fine. We'll go with the Stonksy one up here. And then, of course, like as a ranges, you play support to resistance and resistance to support until broken. So obviously from here, we're looking on a break to the upside. Now, where are we obviously looking to go on a break to the upside from there? Oh, hang on. Let me just get rid of this here. So obviously logical first stop would be 150. You've then obviously got it tied in with where we peaked up here, and then obviously looking across, you can see obviously here. So you could use that as obviously maybe like a region if you want to use it as a box, or if you want to take one or the other. Again, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter. But just for this example, let's go with Stonksy. So yeah, obviously what we want to do is break above and then start heading towards there. Now the thing is, Aero's one of the ones where it's done a lot of the work already. Obviously, it's had a strong rally since April. It's up, to the highs there. It was up 5x. Currently it's up just under 4x. So it's done a lot of the hard work already. It's only a 2x from here, and it's back towards its December highs. So it's not like major work. So on Aero, it might be a case of actually looking out. And as you can see, if we get back to there, then there's nothing else, holding it back from that point on. So really, if we get above here, and, if you want to comfortably use weekly resistance there, you could do that. So obviously, if you're looking for expansion, you could, use weekly resistance up here. But you get above there, and then, you're just on the road to price discovery then. So there's not actually that much holding Aero back from this point on. You've got a 2x from here to reapproach the December highs. But then, obviously, they're basically tied into its all-time highs as well, pretty much. So anywhere in this zone might cause a sell-off. So anywhere in this zone, you might come up and we might get into here and then obviously turn away. But if you don't, you get above this zone, obviously 240 and beyond is price discovery. So, yeah, all positive signs for Aero from here, really. Howdy, Steve-O. Howdy. Dave, you're getting that cold that is going around. It's a nasty one, is it really? I haven't really felt like I've been getting a cold apart from like just now, but now that you mention it, my nose does feel a bit bunged up. Like I do feel like I'm blocked up a bit, to be fair. Not yet, mate. Not yet. I don't suppose we can look at Mog Coin. We can do, yeah. Let me just wait. I'll just carry on working down. So look at Solana, and then I'll look at Mog. Shivan, I'm sure you've had me check Rare Coin before. I will. I'll put it in the list. So I've got Solana, Mog, and then Rare Coin. So we'll just keep working our way down. Right, so Solana. I probably need to clean up my Solana chart a bit as well, to be fair. I probably need to clean it up a bit. I haven't readjusted the TA much in a while, and it looks kind of messy, doesn't it? It looks kind of messy. Let's go clean it up a bit. Right, we'll leave that one there. That looks good. Let's get rid of this. Oh, I didn't realise that we dropped all the way down to 205 on Solana. I didn't realise actually we'd gone that low. Yeah, so I think 200 was kind of my stink bid area, weren't it? Let me go and check what I did for the newsletter. Now, the newsletter didn't actually go out this week because Ross is in Korea, but I did actually do some of it and it didn't get posted. Yeah, so this was obviously what was going to go into the newsletter this week, but it didn't go out. So obviously at the time we were retesting SR, but then this was kind of my stink bid area around 200. Now it front run it just a slight bit, as you can see there at 205. But this was kind of my stink bid area, up from 200 up towards 204. So it just ever slow slightly by $1 front run it. But this is obviously, yeah, this was going to go in the newsletter this week. And yeah, obviously it didn't because we didn't put one out. But while I did the TA, I did this TA yesterday morning. So obviously it's still quite relevant. But as you can see, obviously since then we've had some price evolution. So we basically, hit that stink bid area. I'm going to count that as a win because we was only $1 away. So whether you like it or not, that is getting, a win. So we've hit that. Obviously, we've got this now kind of area of SR, haven't we here? Now, whether you want to take much notice of it is up to you. You don't actually have to draw it like that. You could just obviously use the low time frame, across here, whatever. But really, what matters is obviously that we get back above 220. So get back above 220. Obviously get it back above 220 there, and then obviously start to then trend up, and then obviously we'll, like everything else, we'll come into supply as we reach the sell-off point. So obviously as we get up into here, we'll get into supply, and then from that point on, I would assume once everything comes into supply, unless we have some crazy momentum come into the market, I assume from there everything may like retrace back down to a certain point, and then look to go again, something like that. But again, this still stands. We've got local resistance here, we've got daily resistance here, and then obviously close above, and then we're going towards all-time high. I don't know why I put 330. I meant to put 300 on that. It's a good job that it didn't go out in it. But yeah, same idea. So there's Solana, obviously. Planned a day ahead from obviously looking at maybe one more drop. But that's what I'd be looking for, obviously a reclaim of 220 up towards, 240-ish. Maybe not quite get there. Maybe it goes up to 238 something. Then maybe a retrace back down. But obviously key thing is getting above local resistance at 248. Daily resistance up at 262, and then obviously managing that then for a potential run to all-time high. Dave would take some Tylenol before bed tonight. Sorry, I mean paracetamol. Yeah, I don't even know what that Tylenol is. That the saying, is a mass cause of autism. I don't even know what it is. Like, why is that taken? Why? What is it taken for? In America, I don't even know. It's paracetamol. Oh, is it? Right. Oh, well, so it's just another word for paracetamol, or just a form of paracetamol, right? Same as paracetamol, it's for headaches, right? Well, yeah, definitely don't want to. No pregnant women want to be touching that for the time being, then, do they? Or obviously, for the time that you're pregnant, I suppose. Yeah, right. What was next? Was it Mog coin? You're mogging it, aren't you? You're mogging it. I feel sick now. I've just said that. Oscillators turning up, which is good. So what are we looking at here? The 4 hour. I need to go to the daily on this thing. Right. Can't remember the last time we looked at this. Let's restart. Right, so we've come down. We've actually liquidated the June low. So we liquidated the June low yesterday, and then we actually retested it today. By the looks of it, pretty much bang on there. So whether you want to draw it like that, or obviously, if you want to give it a nice little zone, little box thing there, you can draw it like that. Either or is fine. Again, it doesn't really matter. You've got, basically just your theory around it coming into support and demand at some point. So that's obviously there. So again, this is like what we mentioned about e-gold, about risk reward. If you were looking to get long on this, your risk reward, you basically know you don't want it falling below this grey box as like a really last resort. So, you can put this wherever you want if you're looking for a swing position. And then, maybe you're looking to trade it up to the highs or looking to trade it up to here or wherever. Again, the problem is obviously it's a meme. So, just looking at that there to give it some breathing room, that's a 20% shift. So obviously, you really want to be careful on your leverage with stuff like this, because at 5x leverage, your stop would basically be liquidation here. So that's the only thing, obviously, with these things. When you're looking to swing long memes, typically, obviously, you'd want to give it some room. But, like I said, that 20% there, just down towards the bottom of the grey box, would would basically be liquidation on 5x leverage. So, yeah, you really obviously want to manage that. But, I mean, there's nothing really much else to say. Obviously, you've got 1 point there. You've got another up here. And again, this is just like, you're looking for just reversal, level to level. And, maybe you might not want to add all these in. Maybe you might not want to add all these in. Maybe you just want to look for, like I said, maybe a swing up to here or whatever. But if you're looking to obviously just see how it does, obviously, again, this is just one where you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then obviously then you can start looking out. But even at that point, from here, if it gets all the way up there, it's done 170%. That's a big move to catch. So, yeah, that's probably what I'd be looking at on that. Is Bitcoin starting to push? Let's see. I think we're starting to push that level, aren't we, that we've been looking at? No, close. We're close to pushing it. We're going up again. And obviously, we're compressing now right at the top. So, we could see like just a big juicy candle go through in a minute. We could see just a big juicy candle to blow out shorts. Pain relief. Yeah, okay. It's the company in the US that make it. Right. Oh, so the brand name is Tylenol. Right, okay. Yeah, I'll check rare. Don't you worry. Don't take it, mate, if you're pregnant. I'll remember not to, mate. I'll remember not to. If I may ask you a direct question, how do we trade time-wise? Buy in on a coin, watch it on screen, and decide whether to sell or whether to keep it in portfolio? Or do you have any kind of scheduled time? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, things I've been buying over the past week or 2 weeks, my scheduled time with them is Q4, and that's it. So anything that I've been, I'm basically at the moment, that is my attitude towards all things, is obviously moving into Q4 and then getting rid, probably in November at some point, early December. That is my attitude in terms of that. But really, what you're looking at is obviously the time frame. The time frame on what you view in the chart as. How are you building the trade theory? So, for instance, if we go and look at something like MOG that we've just looked at, and we're looking at it on a daily. So, obviously, your idea is probably if you're buying MOG down here, that you're looking to swing it back up because it's on a daily time frame. If you're looking at it on the 1 hour, that could be anything from a day trade to maybe towards the end of the week, maybe towards obviously a longer time frame. But if you're building something like this on the daily, you say you're building a swing position on this, obviously your idea probably is that this may take a month, it may take 2 months, it may take 3 months, because it's the daily time frame. It's not just going to be one big, unless something crazy causes just one big giga candle like we sometimes see. This thing, if you look, it's been bleeding down for 3 months. So it may take a bit of time for it to come out, but obviously, depending on what time frame you're viewing, is obviously your attitude towards it. But yeah, And I suppose it depends on where you're looking to trade it to as well. Depending on if you're looking to trade it here, then this may take a few days. It may take a week. But if you're looking to swing it up to the upside, obviously that's not going to happen within a week, like I said. So, your attitude should obviously be a high time frame attitude to that. But if you're trading the 5-minute chart, your attitude may be, I'm going to hold this for an hour. I'm going to hold it for a few hours. I'm going to hold it for one day, whatever. It all just depends on obviously what you're viewing. In my opinion, anyway. Yeah. I like Coin M trades. Yes, I like Coin M trades as well. Obviously, if you're looking to trade it to the upside, Coin M trades are great. So if anyone doesn't know, Coin M is inverse perps on BLOFIN, where you use obviously the underlying asset as the collateral. So, you use Bitcoin to long Bitcoin, you use ETH to long ETH, you use Solana to long Solana, etc. And obviously they're really good for the reason that obviously instead of say using $500 in USDT to long ETH, you use $500 in ETH to long ETH, because then obviously you get the price appreciation of the ETH as well, instead of obviously your margin in USDT is obviously pinned to the dollar. So that's obviously the good idea behind that. Johnson & Johnson, yeah, Bitcoin starting to push. We could see a nice move today if it does. So what is JNJ, of course. Because this didn't actually, to be fair, I mean, the fact that they come out and said that didn't really have much of a sell-off at all, did it? If any. Which is a bit strange. You would have thought that this would have had a decent-sized sell-off, given that the fact that they come out and said that. So that's quite interesting. But yeah, Bitcoin's starting to look a bit fiery now, isn't it? Starting to look a bit fiery. How many likes are we on? 18. Oh, come on. Let's get this over 20. Let's get it towards 25. It's mine. My Starbucks is gone. No. My Starbucks is gone. I'll have to pour a normal coffee. Oh no. I'll have to pour a normal coffee. Definitely gonna have to go for a WAS before we get US Open today. Right, let me get the poll out anyway. All right, get your votes in on the poll. Let's have a little look-see at some liquidation levels, shall we? Let me just do something really quickly, and then we'll be back looking, and we'll look at some liquidation levels. Okay, so that's all done. Right. Oh, mate, anything for you, Gary. Anything for you. Would be nice to see some action. It's been, yeah. The thing is, for where Bitcoin's at, when you get these type of moves, you do get a bit of sideways for a couple of days, don't you? Because obviously it likes to flush out eager early longs. So you can see that obviously on the Bitcoin chart here. So obviously anyone that longed from here probably likely put the stop below the wick, stopped out. Anyone that longed there up to here and didn't take profit probably had the stop below the wick, stopped out. And then anyone that didn't get stopped out, luckily enough, probably got stopped out on this. So obviously it just took time to just keep stopping out the longs. Obviously just keep rinsing liquidity, but also obviously enough time to build shorts. So obviously there's probably loads and loads of shorts built in here now, and obviously give time to generate that short liquidity to then obviously fuel the move to just rip up, which We have actually come up and obviously taken some liquidity there now, but let's have a look on symbol on 3-day. So if you can see, yeah, so obviously there's that short liquidity that we're talking about above the highs, obviously filling up in towards the sell-off there. If we look at the 1 week, and you can see, obviously looking at here, and you can see this on the chart anyway, but if it helps, you know, you can see it here. But as you can see, obviously liquidity building below, and then this came back, ripped through that hot liquidity there that had built up below the lows, and then obviously ripped up. So, you know, anyone that kept trying to long it or didn't have a wide enough stop got stopped out, and then now it's going up. Interestingly, on the weekly, obviously we've got, you know, hot liquidity up towards 119k, so that would be nice, wouldn't it? But again, you know, looking at the weekly, it may take a bit to get there. But yeah, I'm optimistic about today. I'm optimistic about it. Is there anything going on? Anything going on Twitter? Let me know. Any more charts you guys want me to look at? Any more charts? Anything on the watch list? Pump. Bottom in, maybe. 40% down from its highs. Settled. This is another one, obviously, that's just waiting to go in it. Will probably go alongside Solana. Needs to reclaim here to then give obviously upside. Stonksy caught, brilliant downside move. Very, very nice. Anything catching out eye? Doge up 2.5%. Again, same thing. I'm guessing this is a higher time frame level there that we've got drawn out, but hang on. You know, obviously low time frame wise, we're currently trying to break above resistance. There's nothing major move, is there? Oh, there you go. Immutable X, 12% up. So that's already started working on the drop down. Obviously, that's already started working on and basically completed, you know, where it sold off from. So Immutable X is basically got that move. This is obviously what I'm thinking probably we're going to get on everything. As you can see here, we've now come into where supply came into the market. You can see we had consolidation, and then there's the supply in the market that comes down, that fuels the instant drop, and then obviously the origin of the continuation down. And as you can see, the reaction, we've come up, rejected. Look at that long upper wick on that latest hourly candle now. So we've come up and hit supply on IMX. So this is probably what I'm expecting to happen on most things, is where we come up, we hit that supply from the sell-off earlier this week. And then maybe we just hang around and build some liquidity again and then go up. Or, you know, we maybe bleed down a bit and then look to go up again. But obviously, good case study for kind of the ghost of Christmas future for probably the rest of the market that is yet to catch up. PI. This thing is mad because it spent like weeks. It spent like a month and a half or something building support around 34 cents. And then that was just one disgusting hourly candle, wasn't it? ZRO is having a good time. Jalapeno, my spicy friend, if you're still in here, I'm sure you're happy about this. But this one, basically, I believe anyway, just came down and retested. You know, look at that. So we've had this drew out on ZRO for bloody ages. And obviously, high time frame wise, it's still stuck within this range. But as you can see, it did form itself like another like kind of mini range here. But high time frame wise, we just come down and we tested this area again, you know, this region. Tested it again for support. And obviously, we've got a bounce like we have done the last few times. So, yeah, still in with here. And it is now approaching, obviously, the range high here. So, obviously, eyes on if it can flip kind of 245-ish to then obviously open the door into the next range. Obviously, flip this back to support. It's been with here since May. So flip that back to support and then obviously open the door to $3. It's very easy. I mean, look at that on ZRO. It's just so easy, and you basically just buy every time it enters or touches the grey box, and you sell every time it enters or touches the upper grey box, and it's just still stuck within these two ranges. When Weatherspoons stream? Tuesday, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Yes. Oh yeah, Rare. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know about Stowe. I'll do Rare now. Yeah, Tuesday. I think if we're still on anyway, I need to check with Wiz, but I think it's Tuesday. I mean, there you go. Literally, there you go. We just looked at ZRO, didn't we? We just looked at ZRO, which was trading within a range. There you go. So since we last looked at Rare, nothing has changed at all. Literally nothing. So we are still within this range. You have support down here. We have resistance up there. So literally, what I've just said for ZRO, you can obviously take onto Rare as well. You buy every time it enters this grey box, and you trade it up towards here. And obviously, until it breaks above, you look to trade it back down. And obviously, if we break above here, we're then going up to this black line, I assume, because that's what I've got drawn out. And then is there any? And then there you go. Obviously, from whatever last time we looked at it. Yeah, there's the so there's the one up. So there you go. Exactly the same as we looked at it last time. And we get above there, and then bang up. There we go, up towards the next level. So exactly the same. Nothing changed on that at all. The other one is Stowe. Let's see. This kind of the same as well, innit? Kind of the same as well. We've got daily range here. And again, same thing. You literally got just standard, very easy identifiable support and resistance. Again, you buy when it touches or gets into the grey box. You sell when it gets into here. And then at some point, obviously, it's going to break above. If it breaks above here, we run to the next line where Stonksy's got resistance, Drew. And then obviously we either maybe come down to test that for SR and then come back up. But obviously, main thing is breaking above there. And then it does that. And you may as well just go and run the highs then. And this could be one of them, obviously, where, like we discussed at the start of the stream, if he was around, comes up, fills in the wick, and then obviously just falls down then. So yeah, there you go. Still very easy to look at. Very, very easy. Bitcoin's still trying to generate that move through, isn't it? It's still trying to... still trying to push through there. What about Asta? Went all in at 10 cent, just clipped 50%. Oh, wow. What an entry. What an entry. Alpha ENT. Did you go all in? Was it after seeing the CZ tweet, or did you find out about it another way? Oh, mate, that's brilliant. So that's like comfortably like a 23x, something like that. Yeah, where are we now? Yeah, 23x. And you've clipped 50%. That's brilliant. Brilliant, mate. Congratulations. I assume that is that kind of like you done for the cycle now, maybe? I mean, you went all in and you just hit a 23x potentially, more. Obviously, at the moment, it looks like it's going to carry on, doesn't it? It could go to $3, $4, $5, who knows? But the fact you've clipped 50% on a 23x, brilliant stuff, mate. Congratulations. It's just been relentless, hasn't it? I saw it at 33 and I didn't buy any. Stupidly, I look back and think, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? But it had a few hours from when CZ tweeted it where it just did nothing, didn't it? I think CZ tweeted it like 17 cents and it did nothing because I think people couldn't figure out how to actually buy it. But all you had to do was connect a Solana wallet. But that's amazing, mate. Well done. I bet you've had a very fun week just watching that, haven't you? You must have had a very fun week. When did he tweet about it? Was it Friday? You must have had so much fun just watching that go up the whole time. Unbelievable. Yeah, congratulations, mate. That's what it's made of, isn't it? That's what dreams are made of. Hopefully that's been life-changing for you. Right. Let me just check something and then we'll carry on. But yeah, brilliant, mate. I mean, Asta probably, just going to carry on dominating the headlines, isn't it? It's probably just going to carry on dominating the headlines. Right. Anything on Aura? Great content, brother. Oh, thank you very much. I was just having a bit of a rest there. Just needed a minute. Basically just talked non-stop for an hour. Yeah, anything, Shivan? No worries, mate. I mean, it's interesting to see that rare coin is basically the same as the last time you made me look at it. So it's positioned quite well, isn't it? It's positioned quite well. Aura. Let's see. Oh, it's on. Oh, there you go. It's on KCEX. Let's have a look at that chart. KCEX link is pinned in the chat and in the description. We also have BLOFIN as well in the description. If any of you are looking to trade non-KYC, BLOFIN and KCEX are the options for that. Like I said, both of them are in the description, and you get some great welcome bonuses when you sign up with them. I did just put a full KCEX tutorial out on the channel as well. Right, let me go to the daily for this. Let's see. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. No way. Oh. Oh, all right. So that must be an error then. That must be an error on the KCEX chart. Maybe them days leading up are a bit of an error, and it was just this. Like with that, I don't know. Unless these are two different ones. I think actually these are two different ones. Are these two different ones? Or a network, and then because they look like they've got two different logos. Which one is it? Which one is it, Jose? Because then they don't look like the same ones to me. I don't know. They've got two different logos by the looks of it. I mean, if this is true, I mean that did a. I mean, what even X is that? A 30,000%? Is that like a 3,000X or something? I don't know. Surely not. Is that must be an error? Is it this one? Which one? Let me know. Can we see World Liberty Finance? Yeah, I'll do that next. The first one. No way. Whoa. I'll be honest, I'm in shock. That is insane. Can you imagine getting in on that? I mean, what even is that in X? So obviously 100. It's 1,000% is a 10x. So it did 100x, which is 10,000%. So it did a 300x. 300x. Wow. That is insane. I mean, if you put $100 in that and got a 300x, you went to 30k. Bloody hell. That isn't. Yeah, that one went crazy. What caused that? I mean, from here, problem is obviously it started to retrace a lot of the gains on it. I don't know anything about this. I don't know what caused the pump. I don't know anything. The problem for it is obviously it's lost. Look, you see, like where Stonksy's got it drew here, that support, what was support line, has flipped to resistance. So this is obviously, lost. However you want to draw it. It's currently at the moment anyway, it's lost its support. So you want to see it. Obviously, we want to see it regaining here. Flip this level back to. This will flip back to green automatically on Stonksy. Because there's literally nothing there. As you see, this is all just thin air. So this could just obviously just slow bleed down. But what I would say is obviously, it's important that it reclaims however you want to draw it. But yeah, this region is support. What was support? That is insane. I cannot believe that. Like the fact it just did nothing as well. Like, I mean, look at that. It just listed, and then don't tell me that did you buy it? Did you buy that before it did that? Don't tell me you did. Oh well, hopefully you did. Unbelievable. You ever looked at ZBCN? I think we looked at it the other day, yeah. Didn't we? Yeah, it's here. Yeah, we looked at it yesterday, maybe. And yeah, there we go. I mean, nothing really changed for it, has it? This is another one that's just stuck within a range. Tried the range breakout again, and you know, obviously it's maybe flipped somewhere. I mean, it depends obviously whether you want to how you want to keep it, but a failed breakout nonetheless. So yeah, it's still obviously just pegged within however you want to draw this. However you want to draw this range. So, you know, still pegged within there when just waiting for a breakout. But yeah, failed breakout on it. I think obviously what I was looking at was obviously if it breaks down below there, down towards there. I don't know if I looked at upside actually. No, I didn't. I mean, upside's very easy, isn't it? Upside's very easy, you know. You're looking up towards. You're looking up towards, you know, this kind of region here, and then from there, obviously, yeah, up towards the highs, up at like 6. So, yeah, very easy on that. Still not breaking out on Bitcoin. Still not breaking out on Bitcoin, which is unfortunate and yeah, slightly annoying. But we may on US Open. Scotty says OP popping green on Stonksy. Let's see. Oh, what time frame? Yeah, it's already been in. Obviously on the 5 minute. It's already been in. Let's see what it's doing on the oscillator. Yeah, started to turn up on the oscillator now, like other things as well. As you can see, it's up to from in the -1 region to -8.3. So obviously, again, you know, like Bitcoin, like others, just needs to break above there, and then again, you know, probably then from there heading into supply and just waiting for that to occur. Very easy, very simple, yeah. But yeah, let me just close out. So, Paul, you guys are absolutely relentless on that. We're expecting 86% up against 14% down. So we'll close that out. So yeah, resounding victory for up. And I do agree. Obviously, if we fall off from here, then yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be ideal, would it? If we fall off from here, we want to see this be like the liquidation wick, leading to obviously upside. So we'll see what happens anyway. Thing is, the S&P is just keeps grinding up, doesn't it? Obviously, we had this big sell-off on the S&P yesterday, which was when Bitcoin was dropping here. So that was causing this Bitcoin drop here. But the S&P has obviously bounced nicely. Bitcoin's actually, for once, taken some of that as an advantage. The S&P just in general just keeps trending up. Bitcoin's just lagging behind. But you can see just like the compression up here now. Obviously, what we don't want it to be is just another one of these where we just hang around and just fail to break above. What we want is obviously that pop up now. things look like they've recovered quite well, though, don't they? I mean, everything generally is showing strength when you look through it. We'll see, though. We've got just shy of 20 minutes until US Open. Tell you what, I need a bit of after them 2 coffees, need a bit of a colder drink, so I've got some Pepsi Max. Lovely. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Obviously, for those of you that are new around here that maybe don't know, obviously we are Stonksy. We run, obviously, the Stonksy Indicator, Stonksy Oscillator, Stonksy Discord channel, and trading bots on BLOFIN. We have got, and for the last few days, so come Friday, this offer will be gone and dusted and off the table. But currently, the lifetime plan and the annual plan are discounted by 35%. So yeah, that's 35% off lifetime. So that takes it down to, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's like just below 1,600. I think on the annual, I think that takes it down to below £650 for the year. Again, off the top of my head, anyway. So these are discounted automatically as well. If you go on sign up, hit sign up button. Obviously, it'll take you to create a Stonksy account on the website, and then that discount will automatically be applied at checkout. Obviously, the other one is the monthly. So this will get you 20% off your first month. Now, obviously, bear in mind, it's only the first month, but it will get you 20% off your first month. Now, you do have to use the code for this, which is BOT20, as you can see at the top of the page. But yeah, these 3 will get you access to everything. So they will get you access to, the indicator, the oscillator, the Discord server, and the trading bots. Obviously, the only one that doesn't do that is the oscillator only plan, this one. That is literally just the oscillator and Discord server, and that's it. But yeah, obviously, last call, for anyone wanting the lifetime, the annual, a big discount, 35% off the annual is a big discount to, obviously give you full access for a whole year. So if you have been thinking about it or whatever, obviously, last call on that, yeah, come Friday, then discounts will be ended. Yeah, hanging around. What we want to see is just, obviously, poof. There we go. It's what we want, isn't it? It's what we want to see. Give the people what they want to see. Give the people what they want to see. Oh, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Afternoon, Delta. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Yeah, not much, mate. Not much. Just same old, cycling through the market, seeing what's good, giving everyone the best analysis and all that jazz. It's tough at the top, innit, mate? It's tough at the top. Yeah, we got 15 minutes to go. Let me know in the chat, what do you want me to cover in that time? We've been through, obviously, a lot of the market. We've been through liquidation levels and all that jazz. If there's anything in specific that you want me to cover, get it into the chat and I'll do that for you. But yeah, we eagerly await US Open now to see if Bitcoin's finally going to pop through. Right. James says, just arrived at a service station. Stonksy Paul, please. KFC, chopsticks, or Burger King. Right, quick. Let's do it then. Let's do it. Let's do it for James. Let's get it in quick. Here we go. KFC, chopsticks, or Burger King. I can't vote, obviously, unless I go on my phone and vote. But what I will say is get that Wagyu burger from Burger King. Get that Wagyu burger from Burger King. Get a new one. I really want to try that Wagyu one. I've not tried it yet. But yeah, I would vote the Wagyu one. The Wagyu from Burger King. Yeah, you vote for me. You vote Burger King for me. Because obviously it sounds like... Would you like that as well? Let's see what's winning. Burger King's winning with 83%. Come on, then. Come on, right? You've got... Let's give it 3 minutes, right? Let's give it 3 minutes, James, until 20 past. So it's currently 17 minutes past 2, 18 minutes past 2. So we've got 2 minutes to go. Give it till 20 past. If you want to vote, get your voting on the poll. But yeah, I'm voting Burger King for that Wagyu burger. You have to get the Wagyu one, though. Don't be messing around with shite. Get the Wagyu one. I think it's a bit spenny compared to the rest of the burgers, but it's all about the taste, innit? Apparently, it's really nice. To be fair, I want to try it. But yeah, let me know how it is. Apparently, it's nice. I'm not too fussy on the chips. I think they do like loaded fries and stuff like that, but I don't really like them. You can choose whatever else. Who said the channel doesn't provide good value? Exactly. Chili cheese bites, yo, says Ramin. Burger King's... Oh, I'll tell you what, KFC's coming up hot. KFC's coming up fast. Might need to end the vote quick, so KFC don't win. I want you to get the Wagyu burger and send me a picture of it, James. I want to see it. Like, I've seen people obviously review it and stuff, but I want to see like if a normal person just goes in and gets it, not someone with a camera or something. He can't, chicks and gigs. He's at a service station. He's on a long drive today, so the guy is getting himself some fuel. Right, ended the poll there anyway. Burger King won. So there you go. The people have spoken. The people have spoken. I know who says that we don't have fun on the stream, eh? No one says that. Everyone, we always have fun. Let's get back to business. What have we got people saying in the chat? Best channel about great banter. Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you for the kind words, everyone. Well, I'll tell you what. If you don't mind, go and tell a friend about it, or go and share the stream in a Discord group or a Telegram group, and just say, this daily stream is great. Come and join it. If just even a few of you done that, we may get an extra, 5-10 viewers in on the stream, and obviously spread the gospel word about Stonksy. So yeah, obviously for those of you that aren't on Stonksy as well, I am starting up some extracurricular activities in the Discord that may benefit you if you do like the streams. So Sunday I typically do like a short stream, like a 40-45 minute stream. I'm now not going to do that on YouTube, and I'm going to do it in the Discord server instead. So we'll do it like in the Discord server, but I'm also going to host another lounge meeting through the week. Now, obviously, the benefit of that, as opposed to a Discord, as opposed to a stream, is that we can actually all talk to each other. So we can jump in the lounge in a Discord and actually have a chat between us. So you guys can actually speak to me properly, as opposed to obviously me just presenting and then obviously you guys just typing. So obviously, if you do like the feel of these streams and stuff like that, that is obviously something that is not being, not being a bonus as such up to now, but it's something I'm starting. Yeah, moving the Sunday streams into like an in-house lounge meeting, but also then I'm going to put one on through the week too, just to give a bit more volume, and obviously just be nice for us all to speak to each other, because I don't really get to speak to you guys directly. I get to speak to you through the comment section, but obviously it'd be nice to speak to everyone like properly one-on-one, and Bitcoin is looking like it's going to go for it again now. So yeah. You shut up, you Delta. You shut up, you. You take the time and honest, no BS. Well, thank you very much. I like everyone saying that. Yeah, well, that is something, obviously, that will be going on in the Discord server. So, if you have been thinking about joining Stonksy, then obviously that is something else that, may benefit you, is obviously being able to speak to me. I don't know if you want to, I don't know. But yeah, that's obviously something else that's starting up in the Discord server. So a bit of extra value that's obviously not currently probably made aware of by everyone. Just currently deciding the best day. So I have put a vote in, a poll in the Discord server. And currently for the second one through the week, so obviously we'll have Sunday, but then the other one is on Monday. So that's currently got 23% of the vote. The one in the lead is Wednesday with 4 votes. The one I see that Baldy McGinger's voted on Wednesday. You've also voted on Monday. Have you voted on every day? No, you haven't, actually. You haven't. You voted on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday is currently in the lead with Monday just behind. And then Friday with 3 votes. So yeah, that'll be something else that's starting up as well, which is good. But yeah, Bitcoin is starting to go for this a bit, isn't it? It's starting to go for this a bit. So yeah, we've got Bitcoin obviously currently looking to like it might break out. Hype is obviously one, yeah. I mean, all eyes on Hype and Asta moving into Q4. Asta's one of them ones where it's just like, as if that got away from me. That would have been glorious. Would have been absolutely glorious. Yeah, big shame. Short on Asta, short Bitcoin, 104k. Hello, BPM, mate. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, mate, I don't know, I don't know. I think they're just going to keep sending this. Personally, I could be wrong, obviously, but I just think they're going to keep sending it. Good luck, to anyone that's short and that you got some balls. But short on Bitcoin. Where from? Because it's looking like it's obviously going to try and break out here. Hype 1.3 Asta would be sick. Yeah, I think. Let me go and see. Where have I got? let's see where I've got outlines, because I did obviously have some outline the other day. Yeah, so same area, mate, same area as you. Obviously, which would just be back into where it found support, wouldn't it? I mean, what really would be sick would be here 90 cents. Don't think it'll get there though. But yeah, yeah, it's very strong, isn't it? Very strong. Is anyone trying to play any is anyone trying to play the perps decks narrative and maybe looking at other perp dexes? Obviously, I've got two on my screen here in Zex and BLOFIN. They're the two kind of that I'm playing. That's what retail think. Yeah, no, that is true, to be fair. I'm just more so looking at it, of trying to look at it through the lens of potentially, and this may be going maybe too deep, maybe trying to think about it too complex. But the obvious play that they want to do here is obviously make Asta rival Hyperliquid. Now, obviously, they'll have a super, super, super tight control on the supply, and basically just be able to keep pumping it as much as they want. So that's kind of my idea on it, is not thinking about it in terms of a euphoric sort of thing or anything like that. Is more so thinking about, what do they obviously want this to do, and if they just sent it to like $5 in a straight line, they just obviously keep grabbing that attention away from Hyperliquid, don't they, in that market share. But I don't know. Could be wrong. Yeah, I'll look at that actually now. Sorry. TMG is short in Asta. Ooh, okay. There's a few people short in Asta then. Delta short in Asta, BPN and TMG then. So you're short from 115.3. Good room, no, to be fair, innit? I mean, worst case scenario, you get stopped out at break even, innit? Or in profit. I am thinking we're going to go up from here, but obviously since we've been rallying into the open, we could just get that standard rally into the open and then just turd, couldn't we? So we really need to see it for ourselves, don't we? Well, fine. Let's see. Oh no! Oh bloody hell! I've added too many of them. Hang on. Let's see. Let me just I'll cover this straight away after open, Nick. Cover it straight away after open. Let me just get the Bitcoin chart on, because we are obviously going to open in 20 seconds. So we'll get this out of the way, and then World Finance will be the first one that I cover straight after open. I promise, my good friend. Yeah, a little. Again, looking like another rejection at the moment anyway, at that critical 113k region. There we go. So we are open, peeps. We're open, people. There we go. We're open. So let's see what we're going to get anyway. Let's see what we're going to get today. What are we in store for? Are we going to finally go and break this resistance? Yeah. The bell. I wonder if anyone in here is a first-time viewer and thinks, what is this guy doing ringing a bell? The last 2 days, to be fair, all this week, Monday, Tuesday, has been really, really slow, hasn't it? On US Open, we haven't been getting really much movement or volume at all. Where, typically, obviously, we do get something more often than not, a dump on Open. But so far this week, we haven't really been having much, have we? Up, up, up. Yeah, nothing much again. A bit calm. Strange, isn't it? Strange. Tell you what, that next like really aggressive move straight away on US Open is going to hit us like a brick in the face, because we're not going to be, we're not going to be expecting it after all this. Anyway, let's go and have a look at World Liberty Finance. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, really, it's not done much, has it? It's not really done much. Let me just try and... What's the best chart for this? A couple of different charts, like, isn't there? And yeah, we'll just use this one. So we're pretty much just kind of pinned, aren't we? Like, obviously, we had the launch, the launch day, the launch candle. And then from then on, we are just kind of pinned in here. Now, let's draw this out and then go and see how that transpires into, say, the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so yeah, we are just basically pinned in here. It's just in a range. I mean, can't really do much, can you? You literally just have to wait. I mean, this was just a fake out, weren't it? Basically just coming into kind of the last area of supply, but you just have to kind of wait for it to properly break out, or obviously maybe come further into demand, or maybe even break down. But there's nothing really much we can say about this, because it's not actually done much since launching. Just have to kind of wait. So yeah, just a patient waiting game for one way or another. I mean, the good thing is it's not done a big sell off, has it? Like, it's kind of just launched and then stuck around, which is obviously a positive sign that it's not just bled like straight away and just, obviously just bled into oblivion. So that's a positive sign. But yeah, nothing really to take from it. You just get, obviously just waiting for one way or another. Sour it is. I mean, at least we're not dumping. That's one thing, isn't it? At least we're not dumping. That's one positive. That can be took from it. Oh. Right. Pepsi Max, dusted off. Back onto the coffee. I'm going to need one hell of a waz after this stream, because I haven't even gone during this one. I've stayed with you guys. I do fear as well with having that number 2 on stream yesterday, not actually on stream, but obviously a break in the stream, is that I've really messed up my my poo cycle. So normally I'm like kind of religiously, it comes on me in the morning all the time, like just in the morning about 10 o'clock ish. I'll have it come on me, and then that'll be obviously my time to go for the day then. But for whatever reason yesterday it was obviously in the afternoon. So now I fear that it's kind of messed me up to like needing a number 2 around the time I stream, which is obviously diabolical in it, because I can't be going for a poo every day on stream. So yeah, I do fear that it's kind of messed me up. So I'm gonna have to try and reset that at some point over the weekend or whatever, and just try and force one out in the morning to empty myself. I'm glad I know Dave's poo cycle. Well, the thing is, yeah, I mean, we're not really getting much of a crypto cycle at the moment, are we? We're just waiting. So you may as well know the poo cycle. What about everyone else? I mean, I've always been a one. So obviously, if I've had a lot of fiber, or if I've had like just a lot of like rich foods, so say like an Indian or something like that, sometimes 2 a day. But normally it's like one a day in the morning, done, and done for the rest of the day. And then there, like I say, sometimes, maybe like it'll come on me where I do need like 2, sometimes even 3, depending on obviously what I've ate. But normally it's 1 a day done, and then that's it then. But yeah, what about everyone else? Always nice to share poo stories. Do you do a Superman in the sitting position? No. I actually, apparently I wipe quite weird. I wipe standing up. I don't know if anyone else does that. I wipe standing up. Don't know about anyone else. Does anyone else sit on bog roll in the public loos? I really try and avoid public pooing, to be honest. I don't mind pooing at this one because obviously I'm in the office building at the moment, so obviously that's not like public, is it? That's like obviously you're in like a proper space. But I always try and like not avoid doing it anywhere in public like that. You'll be sharing pictures next. Well, don't ask for something that you don't want, short video guru. I wipe standing up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I do as well. I've always considered that quite normal. We've rejected again, haven't we? Well, look at this. Look at the state of this. I mean, look, what is this? The Great Wall of China or something? Like, what sort of barricade have we got here? Like, what sort of barricade have we got here? It's like the Spanish Armada. Just like barricaded up on this bloody level here on Bitcoin. Just refusal to budge. I mean, how much bloody Bitcoin, how much of a sell wall has someone got up there? So now we're selling off again. Boo. Boo. The question is, do you wipe front to back or back to front? That's a ridiculous question, Steve. That's a ridiculous question. Everyone should wipe front to back. If you're wiping back to front, you're just basically just rubbing poo all over yourself. In places that you obviously don't want it. We don't mind your pre-market dump. Well, there we go. The market's dumping now, so it kind of sensed it. Be a new show and tell segment of the stream. I know, yeah, while Bitcoin's hitting the Great Wall of China. I better get in the Discord. Yeah, mate, come on. Let's get in it. We can have that can be the main topic every week for whatever day we choose to do it on. Just joined. What the hell are you guys talking about? Yeah, if you've just joined, in Bitcoin's absence of breaking this resistance level, we've kind of gone off a bit of a tangent and started talking about poo cycles and pooing and all things to do with poo. The gooch. Yeah, see, if you wipe back to front, you're gonna get the poo all over your gooch, which obviously you don't want because that is just unhygienic and dirty. I tell you what, the question is has anyone ever used a bidet before? I don't think I've ever used a bidet. But has anyone ever used a bidet? Or has anyone ever used a toilet where it has like a little rod that comes out and splashes your bum like a built-in bidet? I've never done that before. I've never used either. But I'm interested to know if anyone else has, because obviously if you go abroad, they have them there. I think Steve seems like the type of guy that would love using a bidet. Taxi. Yeah, Gordo's joined and then dropped off. I mean, if anyone else joins, it's going to look a bit weird. We're watching the Bitcoin chart and talking about poo. This price action is poo. Let's break above. Come on. Let's break above the Great Wall of China. Here we go. It's going for it again. Only to waz in. Yeah, I've never used a bidet before to clean the region. What's so amazing about them? What's so amazing about it? Clean feet after beach. Oh, mate. I hope you use some soap in there. Bloody hell. I hope you use. Oh, here we go. Come on now. Right, this is where we should start squeezing up fast now, because what we should start to do, if we look on the hourly, is obviously start pressuring any shorts. So any shorts that are open here should start to get squoze. And then obviously when they start to be obviously closed, stopped out or liquidated, whatever, then obviously should cause a bit of a cascade to the upside. So we really should start putting pressure on shorts now. So we want to start cascading it. Come on. Clean your ass. I thought it was a water fountain. Has it got like a specific aftertaste, BPN? It's like when you eat chicken wings, you don't just wipe your hands and feel clean, you wash them and feel clean. Same concept. Yeah, but what do you then dry it as well? Do you use some then like some toilet paper to dry it afterwards? Because obviously I assume you don't want to be walking around with like a wet region. You need to run the water a bit so it's warm, and then it will be. To be fair, that does sound nice. It being warm. But how would you position it to know that it's all like got off? Like, how would you know it's all clean and stuff? I'm gonna have to use one at some point. Whenever, I don't know when I will next be in the position to try one, but I'm gonna have to use one and report back. I'm waiting for James's Burger King picture. Yeah, I'm waiting for James's Burger King picture. Just a little practice. Fair enough. Well, I don't know if I'll have time to practice, but I'll definitely try and give it a go. That's for sure. But yeah, Bitcoin's looking good. I mean, let's see. Let's zoom out. So yeah, this is the point now. You can see, obviously, when we form them wicks on the 1 hour, obviously on the 5 minute, we can see why. So obviously we are now testing, that same region here where we've come up and then sold off from. So obviously what we want now is to see some evidence that this isn't just like a liquidity grab, or this isn't a fake out. We want, obviously, this 5 minute candle to close, but obviously then stay above it for more 5 minute candles. As you can see, we've just closed basically 1 or 2 and then dropped back down the previous time. So we need to see, obviously, some evidence that this is strength. So let's see if we can get that. Have you seen the ones in Japan? No, but I have seen videos of one like toilets where obviously like it has like a little rod thing and it comes out, and then obviously like you press a button on the side of the seat and then it like sprays you. You can get like toilets that like it heats the seat up and stuff as well, can't you? And all like mad jazz like that. Oh, there we go. Well, what are we gonna get? Oh, come on! For the love of God, stay above. Gordo says, I've got to go. I'm off to buy one. Yeah, mate. Nice. Good to know I've talked you into buying a bidet or a special type of toilet. Unfortunately, I don't have any referral links or commission on that, so you're on your own. Thanks for joining, Gordo. Hopefully tomorrow, mate. It makes it interesting, doesn't it? But yeah, maybe we'll have a different topic tomorrow. Best shit in my life, to be honest. Oh wait, what's this? So you had a toilet, hotel in the bathroom with a heated seat and a warm bum squirt and dry. Yes, that's the ones I'm on about, where it's got like a built-in bidet. I bet it was amazing. I bet it was. Look, we've done the exact same on Bitcoin now. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. We've done the exact same. We've just come up, farted above, and then sold off. So it looks like, unless this gets eaten up quickly again, it looks like we're in for maybe another drop. I want to see it get eaten up fast. Dave, when you shower, how do you dry between the cheeks? I use a bedroom fan. What is a bedroom fan? What do you mean when I dry? After a shower. I just use my towel. I use my towel because you shouldn't really have a dirty bum after you've been in the shower, should you? So maybe people might think that's disgusting, where maybe you dry your bum with the same towel that you maybe dry your face or your hair with. But after you've been in the shower, your bum shouldn't be dirty. If your bum's still dirty after the shower, then you've done something wrong, haven't you? You know, you've not cleaned it well enough. So I just set up my first copy trade with Stonksy. Yes, Bruce. There we go. Big up, Bruce. Get the yes Bruces in the chat. There we go. I've started it. Bruce obviously recently joined Stonksy. Was it yesterday? I think, yeah, wasn't it, Brucey? Yesterday. And he's now set up. Get the yes Bruces in the chat. Get the yes Bruces. This is enough internet for one day. Have a good. Hey, this is what Bitcoin is doing to us, isn't it? Just break out. Come on. Just give us something. Just give us something. Just give us some excitement. You know what I mean? Just give us some excitement. Get the yes Bruces in the chat, though. That's what we want. Oh, no, I just realised I put that in the wrong channel. Yes, Bruce. So now the Bants has headed the same way as the TA. I know, mate, yeah. Well, if anyone wants to give me something in particular to talk about, that's fine. You hit me with it, but at the moment, we're at the mercy. I'll tell you what I can't stop thinking about is the fact that I saw Asta at 33 cents and thinking that, like, even if I would have put $1,000 into it there, I wouldn't be that far off 10k now. I genuinely just can't stop thinking about the fact that I saw it and faded it. I don't know what I was thinking. I genuinely can't stop. That's one of them trades where I just can't stop thinking about it. Like the fact now it's at, you know, it would be comfortably like near probably an 8x now or 7x probably, maybe 7.5x. Like I genuinely, and that's obviously if I just put $1,000 in, it'd be $7.5 Like I genuinely can't stop thinking about like if I would have put like a decent amount in. 33 cents I saw it at. Unbelievable. Bitcoin just can't break above, can it? It just can't break above. We're just getting another one of these scenarios. I do fear for what's about to come here because we could get some. I mean, someone is obviously really trying to hold it above and push it up, but this whatever sell wall is at 113k is just massive by the looks of it. And here we go, yeah. So looks like we're gonna now have to retrace back down to somewhere before maybe having another go later on in the session. Like, why? Oh, yeah. S&P is nuking down. Why can it not just break above? Like, why? The thing is, I don't necessarily need it to break above that much because I'm obviously mostly heavily in like lower cap perp dexes now. They're not actually like really directly tied to the market that much. But I mean, obviously, Bitcoin goes 115k will give just the overall market some nice room. Just do something. I can't believe it. Yeah, I genuinely can't. But I didn't realize until I looked at it on stream that Solana went back to $205. Yeah, I mean, quiet one again, innit? We've been having very, very quiet US Opens now. Very, very quiet US Opens. It looks like we're going to get a flush now. I mean, where are we going to flush down to? Low time frame there. There. Just mark out some levels and see what sticks. I mean, they're probably what I'd be looking at, low time frame. If we don't, we could always go and break it now, but it's just very sticky, in it. That 113k just above is very sticky. Asta, don't remind me of it. Honestly, the amount of things that I've faded. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. 500,000 market cap. 500 million market cap is what I saw it at. 500 million. It's now at like 4 or something. I don't even want to think about it. It's holding well though, to be fair, innit? It's holding well. Obviously, before the end of the stream comes, we've got like 5 minutes left. Let me know if you want me to look at anything specific, or let me know anything you want me to. I don't know. Like, we're just kind of just sitting there waiting, aren't we? But if you want to discuss anything specific or whatever, Asta Coin was previously known as Asphorus before it was rebranded. Really? Yeah. Didn't know that, mate. I'm so good. I mean, I don't know how you feel, Steve, because obviously you found out about it before even CZ tweeted it, didn't you? So I don't know how you feel, but I feel like just sick. The fact that I've just like faded like a near 10x. It's like a 5-day 10x in it. It's like Friday, I think he tweeted it, weren't it? So it's like literally a 5-day 10x almost. I mean, you must have known about it about 10 cents. Dave, would you buy Asta at 1.3? No, to be fair, I'm now focused BPN on. I may long it, but I don't think I would buy it in terms of spot position. I'm focused on maybe trying to catch the broader perpdex narrative now. So I'm focusing on other chain ones that are smaller. So for instance, Blue, which is BLOFIN, is the biggest perpdex on Sui. So I have actually pulled some up. So as you can see, the TVL on BLOFIN is 202 million on Sui. Now it's the biggest perpdex, and the perpdex volume has just skyrocketed, obviously on all chains, but obviously particularly on BLOFIN. Now look, if you look at it, the market cap is below 30 million, so that gives it a market cap TVL of 0.14, so tiny. You compare that to Cetus at 0.8, but as you can see, it's the biggest revenue maker out of all the dApps on Sui at 42k over the last 24 hours. So I'm playing that. It's a tiny market cap, obviously not financial advice. Don't treat it as that. They're also doing buybacks, I believe. That buybacks have been voted in for starting in October on this. But yeah, the market cap on this is tiny, absolutely tiny, like 30 million compared to obviously a TVL of 205. Also, just being the biggest perpdex on Sui, which is at like $10 billion market cap, I think. So relative to that, also Zex is another one that's getting rebranded to Bullet soon. So it's currently in testnet, and then the Zex coin will be shifting over to Bullet. That's on Sol. And I believe fundamentally that has better fundamentals than Hyperliquid, Asta, and anything else, Bullet. So I'm kind of just playing them now and again, not financial advice. Don't take that as gospel or whatever. But yeah, they're kind of the two main ones I'm playing at the moment. But I would probably maybe have a long on Asta at 1.3. But in terms of like a spot, I'm positioned on both of these with spot and low leverage longs as well. So I bought spot and low leverage longs. But yeah, I may entertain a long on Asta if it come down to the. But I'm trying to just basically play the perpdex because, I mean, as far as we can see, that may be the narrative going into Q4. I think given that Asta is still like a quarter or a third of the size of Hyperliquid, you would assume that it will continue to climb towards Hyperliquid's value. That's obviously what CZ and Binance would probably want. So I recently bought Sign. No idea why. Someone told me to look at Sign the other day. Sorry, before. Did you buy it before this pump? Yesterday? Did like a nice 2x, didn't it? Did you get the 2x on it, Steve-O? Yeah. So it looks like here's the sell-off coming on Bitcoin now. We've rejected off there again. So it looks like obviously we're coming down to somewhere. Just looking at low time frame, I mean, these levels, I won't be interested in long in any of these, I'll be honest. I'm also focusing on obviously like, yeah, them altcoins that I mentioned, but low time frame wise, we could come and look to tap one or a couple of these before maybe trying again. But yet again, you know, another rejection up at this region. So when we do eventually get above here, the breakout should be explosive. And obviously I'm looking towards 115.5k ish. But when that will come, obviously we don't know. Mark out 104k. No, stop trying to ruin my day, BPN. Stop trying to ruin my day. There you go. I'll tell you what, I'll even add there you go, BPN level. There you go, mate. You've got your own nice level on my chart now. There you go. How's that? Bought the retrace. Oh, on Sign. Nice, yeah. Groovy, baby. Groovy. Yeah, that's it. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. We'll see. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hope you've enjoyed the discussion about poo anyway. Obviously, do make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said earlier in the stream, if you missed it, it's the final call for getting 35% off Stonksy on the lifetime and annual plans. Them deals will be done by Friday, be removed. It's an automatic discount. You don't have to do anything to get it. Of course, obviously, the 20% off your first month on the monthly as well. These deals are all coming to an end after this week. They'll be removed. So, yeah, do go check them out if you want to join Stonksy. And, yeah, obviously, links in the description for BLOFIN and KCEX if you do want to sign up for a non-KYC exchange. Them two. And just put up a video on the channel yesterday about KCEX, creating an account, depositing, and obviously just an overlook of the platform. So do go check that out too. Thanks for watching. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see what we get brought. Are we going to be above this treacherous level on Bitcoin by the time we come on stream tomorrow? We'll see, won't we? But yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye bye.